Well, hello everyone. It's the day after the Chico Fest, and I thought I'd give you an update of what has happened. Several things has happened. I had to write a list here and help me keep on track. But as you can see right here, I put up the display almost the way I had it at the Chico Fest so that you could get a closer look at it. Um, the design of it was good, I think. Was there too much on there? I think. um, did we make a lot of money? We'll get back to that. So, I had my cancer stuff up here. I am a cancer survivor. And before I go any further, it's Sandra from Adventures with Sandra. Okay. Like I said, I am a cancer survivor. I thought, the best thing I could do is to give back to the Cancer Foundation that helped me when I was going through my cancer. I'm 19 years clean, and praise the Lord on that because He's the one that brought me through. I am also a military wife. My husband served in the military for 25 years. And so I was able to have that experience. And I praise the Lord for that also, because it was during that time that I had my cancer. And so the military picked up everything, but there's a few occasions that I needed a little bit of help outside the military, and the American Cancer Society helped me. And so I want to help them. So getting back to the Chico Fest. Chico is a very small town. And when I do mean small, I mean small. There wasn't a lot of people there. We had a lot of vendors, but we didn't have the people from outside of the community come in and do any shopping. And so it left us with just people within the community itself. I know this. I've lived here for a while now. And so I knew it wasn't going to be that big and grand. But I always pray and hope that, the next year will be better and more people will come out. But it wasn't a big shock for me. So I set up this display. Pardon me. I set up this display, and I also had some of these bracelets that my husband had did out of paracord, and to sell also. And we had different types of ones, and he even made some of these. He also made some of these little keychain decorative things, or you could use it as a zipper pull, whichever. And this little guy, he is so cute. Look at that. Isn't he cute? Yeah, all he's missing is some eyeballs. I'm telling you. I call them little Timmies because my husband got a rag doll of some sort a long time ago, and he called him Timmy, and he would carry him around for a while, and he talked to Timmy. Sometimes that's what you need to do, is get something that ain't going to talk back to you, to talk to you. And so I call these little Timmies, and these are so cute. And he was selling these at the Chico Fest. And then, of course, you see down here at the bottom, I had made some zipper pulls or keychain holders. And I had put a piece of that two-sided, basically tape stuff, and I put that on there and to hold them up. And this is what I had on there, and it's got a little snowflake, and that's for your keychain. And then I have one that's got a smaller ring and a smaller hook on it for a zipper pull. I think I made it too long. And it has a snowflake on it, and it has a bell. You probably couldn't hear that, but that's okay. But I made these, and I was trying to sell these also. Now to swing back around to what we made. We made $5. That's all we made. $5. I'm not upset about it. It's my first one, so I was trying to set myself up not to get too psyched out and think, oh, I'm not going to have anything left. And I also was trying to say, yeah, it's okay. You know, it's your first one. Accept it, learn a few things, and move on. And I did. I learned a few things that I moved on. One of the things I learned was about my display. I had too much. And the other thing was that somebody there, I got to notice another vendor's spot, and they had some things in there. So I'm just using this as an example. Okay, it's not what they had, but they had similar stuff, and they put it in a baggie, and it was not your typical baggie. Okay, this was a baggie that had like a silver backing to it, so when you put something in it, it sort of reflected off and made it very noticeable. Okay, made it noticeable, made it look very nice, very professional. And so I was like, hey, I need to do that. You know, it was easier for them to pick up that little baggie. It had the price right on it. And yes, I have these little doohickeys on here and stuff. And that one says paracord, and it says number 1 on there. I was trying to keep track of what I had. And initially I was doing this little thing right here. And I was supposed to take it off the stuff that I sold so I could go back into my paperwork and mark it off. So I know what sold, what didn't sell, and, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, that did not work. I forgot. My husband forgot. We had a couple people come in and help us because I had to leave, go to work, and that didn't work. Okay. So I learned a few things. Now, the next thing is I have way too much of different stuff. Okay. I need to narrow that down. And I was out, and I need to narrow it down and keep it more simplified. And then being more picky about where I'm going to set up at these functions and be a vendor. It's a little hard in my area, and I have a job that I work on weekends. And so that's another factor I have to factor into. And my boss ain't gonna let me have every weekend off. I can guarantee that. And I know a lot of you have that same issue. Your boss won't let you have off every weekend. And so I have to decide on what I want to do and how I'm going to do it. And we haven't quite made up our mind on that. We're tossing around some different ideas, and this is a learning experience. But I know within time, we're going to work it out, and hopefully within the end of the month, or the end of the year, I should say, not the end of this month, because we're almost at the end of this month. But hopefully by the end of the year, we're going to have it worked out to when we start 2025, boom, we know what we're doing. And hopefully we'll have the webpage up, and we'll be able to have things sold through there and be able to do functions and go from there. I'd like to work myself out of a job, but I also need health insurance. And a lot of you have that issue too. And not always can you make enough money at these vendor places and make enough money to pay for health insurance. And so I've got to look into that also. We don't qualify for being retired people. So, hey, you know, but that's okay. I'm not griping. And then what the future holds, I'm not exactly sure. But like I said, hopefully by the beginning of January 2025, we will have some things ironed out, and we'll be able to have a better idea of what we want to do. We might even be changing the name. I don't know. Right now, it's Adventures with Sandra because I like that. And I was the one that wanted to do this vendor opportunity. But if my husband wants to join me, I think it'd be only right that we include a name that would represent him also, because if we do go down this other avenue, he will have some stuff and I will have some stuff, and we'll be selling it together. And so it's just trying to work this out and see how things go. Um, I appreciate you guys' attentiveness. I appreciate the fact that you want to follow me and like, share, and comment. And then catch me on social media. I'm going to be really working on TikTok and on Facebook and my YouTube channel. They're the three I'm going to be working on the most. I do have Pinterest and Instagram. I will be putting on there, but not as much. And so I just ask that you continue to follow this journey. My life has been an adventure, as you can tell, with the military background and with other things. I love to travel. I love to do things. And I try to make it an adventure out of it. And I always told my children as we moved, Mom, why are we moving? We're moving because we want a new adventure. We want to meet people. We want to see things. And we want to learn things. And the only way you can do that is keep your options open and get out there, meet people, talk to them, and see what you can learn about others. And of course, always, always put God first. Because if you don't, it's not going to go anywhere. So until next time, see you later.